Today, we're talking about a treasure often found in your trash. Most of us start our day with a fresh cup of coffee, leaving behind a pile of dark grounds. It's a common sight. Gardeners dumping thick layers of these grounds directly onto their plants. We do this hoping for instant growth, but sometimes the result is the exact opposite. Instead of thriving, your plants might start to suffocate or suffer from unwanted mold growth. Using coffee grounds incorrectly can turn a beneficial resource into a silent toxin for your garden. But don't worry. In today's video, I'll debunk the common myths about pH levels and acidity. I'll also point out the 3 fatal mistakes that can actually harm your plants and soil health. And most importantly, I'll share 5 smart ways to use coffee grounds as true permaculture gold. From vertical filters to melting winter ice, we're going to unlock the potential of this waste. First, let's solve the mystery. Is coffee ground actually acidic? Many people believe coffee grounds are very sour, but that's only half true for fresh grounds. When you brew coffee, the acid is actually water-soluble and ends up in your morning cup. The leftover used ground are actually near neutral, usually between pH 6.5 and 6.8. This makes them much safer for a wide variety of plants than most people realize. Beyond pH, these grounds are packed with about 2% nitrogen by volume. They also contain phosphorus, potassium, and micronutrients that plants crave for growth. But coffee grounds aren't just about chemistry. They improve your soil's physical structure too. They help the soil retain moisture, while also improving drainage in heavy clay areas. And let's not forget the best part. Earthworms absolutely love these organic leftovers. Ground provide grit for their digestion and attract them to work in your garden beds. However, even gold can be dangerous if applied without a plan. The first mistake is creating an armor layer by dumping thick, pure layers of grounds. When dried, this layer becomes a hard, water-repellent shell that prevents air reaching roots. It effectively seals the plant off from the world, causing it to dehydrate and struggle. The second mistake is using coffee grounds around your young, delicate seedlings. Even after brewing, traces of caffeine remain, and caffeine can inhibit root growth in babies. In a permaculture system, we want to support life, not stun it before it even begins. The third mistake is treating coffee grounds like an instant fertilizer for your plants. The nitrogen in grounds is organic and needs time for soil microbes to break it down. It's a slow-release process, so don't expect a magic green up overnight just by adding grounds. Avoid these mistakes, and you're ready to learn the smart ways to use this resource. Now that we know the science, let's look at how to use grounds like a pro. Way 1. The mulch mix. Instead of a thick pile, mix ground with dry leaves or with chips. This creates a loose, breathable layer that feeds the soil without sealing it off from the air. Way 2. The lawn booster. You can lightly scatter dried grounds across your lawn for a natural boost. It's a great slow-release nitrogen source that helps your grass stay green and lush all season. Way 3. The worm tower. This is the secret weapon for any permaculture enthusiast. Earthworms use the grit in coffee grounds to help grind food in their digestive systems. Plus, they are naturally attracted to the scent, helping them process waste into black gold faster. Way 4. The pest barrier. While not 100% proof, many find that the texture deters slugs and snails. Even better, the strong scent is known to discourage neighborhood cats from using your beds as a litter box. Way 5. The coffee filter trick. Don't throw away that paper filter. It has a clever use. Place it at the bottom of your pots to stop soil from washing out through drainage holes. It keeps your balcony clean while allowing excess water to flow through perfectly every time. Now, which plants love coffee the most? Think of the acid lovers. Blueberries, roses, and hydrangeas thrive when grounds are mixed into the surrounding mulch. It provides a steady, slow-release nutrition they need to produce those vibrant, beautiful blooms. And here's a wild tip for winter. Coffee ground can actually help melt snow and ice. The dark color absorbs sunlight to generate heat, while the texture provides extra grip on slippery paths. It's much safer for your garden soil and local wildlife than using harsh chemical melting salts. In permaculture, there is no such thing as waste, only resources in the wrong place. By using coffee grounds wisely, You are closing the loop in your kitchen and garden ecosystem. Remember the golden rule. Keep it in thin layers and always mix it with other organic materials. Do this, and your garden will reward you with the lush, productive growth you've always wanted. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the subscribe button and join the Perma to Plate movement. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite way to reuse coffee grounds in your yard? Thanks for watching and happy growing. Let's turn that kitchen waste into garden gold together.